Alright, this is Boxing with the Truth, and I am the Truth. It's April 11th, 2015, and today we are here with Tyrone Young Gun Brunson. How you doing today, Tyrone?
I'm fine, man. I'm fine, man. All good.
So you still out in Philly, right?
I'm out in Philly. I live out in Philly, but I'm training in Puerto Rico.
Are you in Puerto Rico right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how's the weather out there?
Nice and hot. It's like 82.
Okay, and you're fighting at super welterweight, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and your pro record right now is 22 wins with 21 knockouts, 4 losses, and 1 draw.
Yes, sir. That's it.
And you turned pro in 2005, right?
Yes, sir. That's legendary Blue Horizon.
Okay, now I just want to jump back in your career a little bit so people know your amateur record was 82-12, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you actually have fought for some small titles, and you actually did win some, right? Before in 2006, you had the USA Mid-American Middleweight title and the USA Midwest Middleweight title, right?
Correct.
Okay, and let's get to that because that's what I want to talk about is the fight coming up. Some of the fight fans know, some of them don't. You're going to be facing Dennis Hogan, an Irish fighter that's actually coming out of Australia, on the new CBS Championship Boxing in Hinkley, Minnesota. It's going to air 8 Central Time. You guys are the main event, and you guys will be fighting for a vacant WBA-NABA US Super Welterweight title, correct?
Correct.
So now I see that you have fought in the Midwest before, but you have never fought in Minnesota, right?
Correct.
So what type of fan response are you expecting from the Minnesota fans?
Say it again.
What kind of response are you expecting from the Minnesota fans?
I'm hoping a great one. I'm going out there. I'm gonna perform to my best ability, and I'm gonna get the fans a great show.
Okay. So what exactly do you know about Dennis Hogan?
I don't really know too much about him. I left it up to my coach to study him, and we put a hell of a game plan together, and I plan on being victorious fight night.
Okay, so based on his record, he's 20 wins, 0 losses, 1 draw, but he only has 7 knockouts. So that tells a lot of people that maybe he doesn't have a lot of power. So do you plan on trying to get him out of there and possibly knocking him out?
I mean, if the knockout comes, it comes. If not, I plan on winning conventionally 10 rounds. Easy.
Okay, have you actually, like you said, your trainers put a game plan together. Have you watched any of his fights?
No.
Okay, so there's nothing you've really seen in that you think you can capitalize on except for what your trainers told you?
Correct. And from what they're telling me, God's nothing special. He's just being shape. You know what I mean? But I'm being shape too, and I'm special.
Okay. I mean, now let's talk about your knockouts a little bit. Some people, you know, there's a little bit of controversy, and I know you've heard it before on your record. There's 21 knockouts with 22 wins, and that looks great on a guy's record. But some people have given you some flack for the opponents that you've had, and personally, I don't blame you, because anybody that knows boxing knows that the fighter goes in there to fight. That's what he does. He doesn't pick his opponents. He doesn't match up his opponents. He sometimes might research them, but he goes in there to fight. So what do you think about all the controversy about your knockouts and your record?
Back in the day, it used to bother me, but now, I mean, I don't really care. Everybody got their own opinion. So, it's just, I mean, it is what it is. It don't bother me no more. I mean, I know I can punch, and people that know me know I can punch. And then Hogan will see that I can punch.
Okay. So what would winning this title against Dennis Hogan in Hinkley on April 17th mean to you?
Once you win the title means a lot to me because it's a real title that can get me rated and something that I work hard for myself and for my family.
What kind of doors do you think that'll open for the rest of your career?
I mean, I don't know for the rest, but for the time being, it opened up a lot of big doors. So some doors will be open up.
Okay.
Like this is like it's a rebirth of Tyrone Brunson. And if there's Hogan judging me off my last 2 performances, he got another thing coming because that Tyrone is gone now. It's gone. I'm whole. I got a whole new attitude. I had 2 months to train for this fight. I had the best training, had the best diet. I got the best coach now. So we is going to the top. And Dennis Hogan ain't nothing but somebody that's in my way.
Okay. Well, now I know, like you said before, that Brian Jennings is actually in your gym. Has he given you any advice for this fight?
No, he's actually in training camp.
Say that again?
He's in training camp. He's in training camp.
Oh, but you haven't talked to him at all about this fight?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all. Not at all. He do him and I do me.
Okay, what about Bernard Hopkins? Have you talked to him at all about this fight?
I haven't talked to anybody. As soon as I got the call, I left Philadelphia. It came right to Puerto Rico.
Okay, have you done anything different in this training camp than you normally would do for this fight?
I worked harder. I pushed my body to the max. I pushed everything to the max. Everything was maxed.
Okay, have you fought on TV before?
Probably 4 or 5 times. So TV is not a big deal for me. I'm used to them lights. I've been to them lights. I've been there before. I know what it takes. And on the 17th, I'm going to succeed.
Okay, so basically you're a veteran of the game. None of this big showy stuff is going to bother you on the 17th. You're going to come in and perform and do what you do.
At all. I'm not worrying about no TV, no lights. I've been there before. Like I said, nothing is going to distract me. I've been there.
Okay, I want to just step back so the Minnesota fans and the other fans out there, how did you get involved in the sport of boxing to begin with?
You know, I come from the hard streets of North Philly. I mean, ain't nothing to do out there. It's nothing but crime and trouble out there. So I live right down the street from the gym. And actually, it's a funny story. I had got on punishment, and my stepfather punished me and made me stay in or go to the gym. So I went to the gym instead of staying in the house. And since then, I fell in love with it. I've been in there for 20-some years. Couple nationals, silver gloves, national proud, USA championships, and just been traveling and doing my thing. Been to a lot of training camps, worked with a lot of great fighters, and the rest is history, man. Now I'm here today and ready to rock and roll.
Okay. Now, do you have any type of like rituals or habits that you need to do before a fight?
No, I ain't got nothing. No.
What do you think that you're going to have to do convincingly to win this fight? Because you know you're coming in as the underdog. So, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes the underdog's got to put on a bigger show than the guy that with the undefeated record.
I ain't gotta do that. I just gotta go out there and be me and do what I'm trained to do. I just gotta be me. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind being underdog. I've been underdog my whole life.
Do you think that you're the underdog in this fight?
I know I'm underdog, but that's why I just stay humble. I mean, he won't post up stuff on social media. I don't go back and forth and do all that. I just do it.
Has he been talking trash on you on social media?
I mean, I done seen some things, but I mean, it's nothing personal. I don't really look at it like that. I mean, because it's gonna be me, him. It's gonna be me and him in that ring on the 17th, not me, him, and his trainers and his followers. It's me and him. So he had to deal with that on the 17th.
Okay, well, I mean, I know you said it's going to be you and him in the ring, but would you like to put a message out to Dennis Hogan?
No, nothing to say to him. You know what I mean? I just see him whenever I see him. And he should know I'm coming, I'm in shape, and I'm ready to go 10 rounds or less.
That's a good enough message for me.
I'm ready, and this the most ready. This the most. I'm in the best shape I ever been in my whole career.
Well, do you have anything to say to your fans, the Philly fans, the supporters that have been following you all the way up to this point?
I want to thank all my fans. I want to thank all the people that have been supporting me since day one. I want to thank all my haters, all the haters that have been hating and let them know ain't nothing but love. I mean, and I just want to thank everybody. That's all. Everybody from Minnesota, everybody from Philly, everybody from Puerto Rico.
All right, and they're saying 96 million people are able to tune into the CBS Championship Boxing on April 17th, 8 p.m. Central Time. So why should the fans tune in to watch this main event? You tell me.
Y'all should tune in because I'm fighting. I'm the star. I don't care if I'm the underdog or he undefeated. Styles make fights. And his style is not bad for mine. He's not better than me in no way, shape, or form. I know I train harder, and I'm gonna let my hands do the speaking, and don't be surprised if I knock him out.
All right.
That's why y'all should tune in.
Well, boxing fans, you heard it here. April 17th, Tyrone Brunson versus Dennis Hogan for the WBA-NABA U.S. Super Welterweight title, CBS Championship Boxing at Grand Casino, Hinkley, Minnesota. Either buy a ticket and be there, or tune in on CBS, because like he just said, he might just knock him out. And the truth has spoken.